so self-conscious. Hi guys, welcome to Why So Queerious. It's Mitch, and I'm filming outside. I hope my neighbors don't think I'm crazy. Last week I mentioned a phrase, safe space. And it's a pretty big thing that I kind of breezed by, and I want to talk about that today. What are safe spaces, and why are they important? So there's a difference between a safe space and a true safe space. I have something in my eye. Did I get it? No, I didn't. Did I get it? No, I didn't. Will I get it? Who knows? I'm talking about true safe spaces. What's the difference? So a safe space is a place that can be set up anywhere with anybody, by anybody, and can include anybody. It doesn't matter what the topic is, what the space's boundaries are, but the only really requirements of a safe space is all those included have to be respectful of one another. That is a mandatory rule. If you can't obey that, then you have to leave the safe space. Communication is the #1 priority, as well as truth and honesty. And to be able to do that, you have to have respect. A safe space can be run, facilitated, and set up by anyone. A true safe space is not necessarily a place that can be set up by anyone and can include everyone. And that's where it gets a bit tricky, and that's where people can kind of put up their guard. Why is that not okay for me to be in this safe space? Well, in order for a space to actually be safe, everybody has to really identify the same. Gender identity, sexual identity, language, race, ethnicity, background, even age sometimes. In a true safe space, even the facilitator, even the people who are putting the group together have to be a part of whatever that group is about. It's a matter of respect. Hot. Sweaty. People don't truly feel like they can be telling their truth or be accepted in their thoughts, their ideas, their opinions, if there are people different than them in the room. And that's just sort of that fear of the unknown that we have as people. Now, that can change depending on the group dynamics of a particular group. However, if you're just gonna pop up a safe space, really, in order to have effective, open, and genuine communication and conversation, there has to be that standard of everybody has to have that same truth, that same identity. That's what it's all about, is getting together with a room full of people who understand the perspective that you're coming from and where you're coming from individually. An example from my life, I am part of a Queer Issues affinity group, which is basically a group of people who are part of the collegiate system who come together and talk about issues that are happening for people who identify within the LGBTQIA spectrum in our collegiate system. In the beginning of this group, we initially had our first meetings as sort of queer exclusive meetings. What that means is that these meetings were only inclusive towards members of the LGBTQIA community or otherwise identified as queer, so that it was truly a safe space where we could come and talk about the issues and the thoughts that are in our head about what's going on in today's climate. And that wasn't to discriminate against allies, heterosexual individuals, or people who wanted to help or get insight. We just need that initial safe space so that we can figure out what we want to be as a group. That's what that was about. Safe spaces aren't just a place for people to talk about problems or issues. They're actually a place also to talk about, to just be at one with other people who see your perspective and understand what it's like to go through the things that you go through. What is really important about safe spaces is that when people come together to talk about issues and discuss serious topics, resolutions, closure, processing can all happen in one meeting because you're in a space with people who understand. And that's so important. Native American safe spaces, African American safe spaces, Asian American safe spaces, Islamic and Muslim safe spaces, LGBTQ safe spaces, trans safe spaces. This is a high priority topic for a lot of those groups of people, as well as it is for any minority group of people. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and putting up with me being outside. I know that it's probably like loud and whatnot. However, I really appreciate the fact that you guys have watched this video. So make sure that you like this video if you liked what I was talking about and if you like safe spaces. Also, send me a comment down below if you think of a place where safe spaces should be a thing, as well as if you've had an experience with a safe space, a true safe space. And also, do not do not forget to subscribe to Why So Queerious if you want to see my beautiful, beautiful, smiling, laughing face every Friday. I love you guys so much. And I will see you next Friday. Bye!